Well, welcome back.
Ready.
You're ready. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Bestie Spillin Tea from Time. I'm your co-host Aisha with my best friend
Stephanie. And I did it totally different that
Yeah.
time. Because I'm tired of my PBS
Of like-
welcoming. Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie.
Yeah, but I like it.
Well,
We're
maybe
changing.
PBS will hire me.
Does PBS still exist?
A children's.
No, they won't.
No,
if
they
they see the episode before, they absolutely will not be hiring you. You don't meet the personality of.
You know what? I could. It's called acting.
You could.
I could be
Possibly.
a good actress.
Yes, you could be. All right. Well, today's show is going to be a really good one because we decided to change it up a little bit. You know, every time we come on here, we have these really incredible topics that we know the viewers are viewing and enjoying. But we thought we would do something a little bit different this time and do a what would you do?
Yes.
Yeah. What would you do best friend edition?
Yes.
So the intent is for us to
Outlandish.
ask outlandish.
Outlandish.
Yeah. And see how the other person, how the other best friend will respond to these questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready for this.
Because
one,
just so
yeah.
you know, I
was
feel like
the
I've got.
question asker last time, and I felt so important.
Yeah.
So I am good to answer.
All
some
right.
questions.
I hope you're
am
ready because these
great
are
to
some
answer.
proper
Are
questions.
they? I was
worked on.
so confused about this one. I was going through trying to figure out questions to ask you. So I want to hear your questions so that I can be less confused.
All right. No. You're not going to be confused because I know your questions are good, but I'm going to entertain you with these questions. So first question is, get ready for these ones because this might be a little bit. This is gonna demonstrate the chaos that is our best friendship.
Yeah, my brain can do it though.
All right. No. Okay. So first question: what would you do if you woke up one day and found out we had switched bodies?
I would show out. If we switched bodies, I'd be naked. I would
just
be
in
naked
these streets naked
all day long. Look at me. I'd put on every bathing suit. I would go swimming publicly. I would
just be in the grocery store shopping in a bathing suit.
I would go to the gym. I'd punch somebody in the face just because I have muscles. You don't understand how ignorant I would be.
Doing the most.
I would do everything.
That is amazing.
I would.
I believe it.
I would do the most. I would do the most. It would be so much fun. I wouldn't be tired. I'd be a vegetarian for a day. I'd live my best life. I would live my best life.
Oh my God. Your jokes. All right.
I'd drink a lot too because I'd sabotage you. I'm joking.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That was a good question.
That was a good one. All right, that's the intro. Okay, go.
Okay.
Your turn. Or you want me to go to ask? No, okay, we'll go back and forth.
Oh, I didn't. Mine are like that. Okay, hold on.
It's okay.
Okay. If I told you to wear sweatpants to my low-key hangout, you show up and it's like a full red carpet event, what would you do?
Bro.
I know you'd be so mad.
I'd be the most mad.
If I was like, no, girl, it's casual.
First of all, you already know my struggle for the casual. First of all, I'd be like, you sabotaging little.
It would have been a sabotage.
But you know what? But I know myself. I would have a backup outfit. I might have a heel in my trunk. So I'm going to come up in the sweatsuit and put on a heel and make it an urban.
You'd like roll up the bottom 100%.
Yeah.
Crop your top
let it be
in the
known,
kitchen.
I would walk in and just watch you in your face and say, you, the audacity. I'd be so mad. But I know you would never do it. You would never.
I would never.
No, you would never.
I had to think about it for a second, but I would never do
No,
it.
you would
never do. I would never. I like a costume.
Yeah.
So like if I invite you to my party and it's like themed.
Themed, yeah.
You better be on theme.
Yeah.
I would be angry if somebody was not on theme.
Yeah.
But it was just a question.
Okay. No, that's a valid question. But yeah. Okay. Here's another one. What would you do if the only way to free me from captivity, hold on, was to let the kidnapper read our texts out loud every single unhinged, chaotic, and questionable message we've ever sent? Would you sacrifice me to protect our reputation, or would you swallow the shame and let them
sacrifice you to the gods? Would chuck you right into the volcano, baby. and then
speak highly of me?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I was just about to say, I would make you like the biggest celebrity in death.
Like martyr.
I would be like, she is literally a saint.
In the new.
That's what I would do. Like, you're a saint. You would be a
know
saint.
something?
Read my text from how long ago?
Like.
Because, like, they're, no. Incriminating?
Yeah.
Disrespectful?
Yeah.
No.
I'm going down, guys. It's been real.
I'm not going down for you. No, I'm joking. No, I would kill you for sure.
Yeah. I actually kind of knew that. I actually was like, no, definitely she would sacrifice me. It's all good though. I understand why. Since I'm on the other end of those, I'm also the recipient as well as the giver of these text messages.
Oh my goodness,
so
my questions are not like this.
Don't worry,
my
just
questions
go.
Are not like
They're
that.
probably appropriate and like
they're like totally not. Yeah.
No, go ask the question still.
Okay, so I tag you in a post of who is, well, the fact that you're most likely to go to jail, and all of my friends agree. What would you do?
That I'm the one who should go to jail?
Yeah. What would you do?
First of all, who are these friends that I should go to jail? Is it between me and you?
I think you would go to jail before me.
What? Yo, you know what though? It's true. And I say that because you're slick.
I know.
Like
I'm just like Dwayne.
Yeah, you would be able to cover those. You're right.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, I probably would. And it would be for like a ridiculous reason. But no, because you're way
I would get
more.
You out, though.
Yeah, you'd probably.
I would get you out like immediately.
No, that I believe. But like, no, you're right. I would probably like mess up. You would have covered your tracks so well that.
It would be like in a heated moment. I think you might do something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depending on like what the situation is.
If I was in your body, I'd get you in jail for sure.
For public nudity, indecent exposure, random assault. Like, yeah, clearly I'm going to jail.
All the things that I said would get you put into jail.
Clearly I'm going to jail. Good Lord.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right.
Oh, my nose is running. My eyes are watering.
It's because it's spring.
I know.
Do you need a Kleenex?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
I'm okay.
All right. So the next question. What would you do if I got into an argument with a stranger in public and mid-argument, I turned around to you and said, back me up, but like I was 1,000% wrong. Like
I'm
knew.
backing you up. I probably already had a bottle in my hand.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. I'd be ready to go. Listen, you can do pretty much anything in the world. I'll back you up publicly.
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll talk about it like
after,
after and be like, girl, you know you were wrong. You know. Listen, Dwayne has said things to me. Everyone say, oh, your friend did this. And I'm like, she's right.
Yeah.
And he's like, I knew you were going to back her up. But absolutely. I'm always going to back you up publicly. If somebody were to say something about you, I'm backing you up.
100%.
We'll talk about it later.
After. I also think, just for the side note, I think it's wild that Dwayne and or Junior would ever say that because those two are literally each other's lawyers. Like
100.
They are wrong and strong, and the other one will come and be like, no, I mean, absolutely. This is why Dwayne or this is why Junior.
Yeah. No, I would do it. I would 100% back you up publicly.
Me too. I would give you the look
beat the
that's
person
like
up in the street. I would lie. I would lie for you.
100%. I would absolutely be like, you're absolutely in the wrong. Like, what are you doing? And then in the car, be like, girl,
you are out of control. I would say that you are out of control.
Like,
that was wild. But
Yeah.
I did just run over that guy for you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
I would do it.
Best friends for life. Ride or die.
Best friends, besties.
Don't mess around with either one of us.
Okay. What if you found out that I made a private group chat without you called The Real Ones?
Oh!
And you weren't added?
Bro.
What would you do?
Literally, like, I don't know. Then I'd make, you know what? Because when I want to be petty, I'm going to make another one, not include you,
I'm sure you had that already.
Not called the real ones.
The other ones. That's your chat.
Yeah.
I'm in such a weird mood right now.
It is all grind my gears. It is an episode of grind my gears.
It is just an episode. I would never do that though. I hate a group chat. Anyways,
I know. I was gonna say
so it wasn't even really realistic that I would.
But
have
I'd
a
be
group
mad
chat
as
called The Real
hell.
Ones.
Especially the title, the real ones. The real ones. What?
Yeah. What if I was making plans without you? What if I like had all kinds of plans to do things that you like doing?
First of all, again, you don't like to be outside.
I know.
You very
none of this
are
is
not
realistic.
exactly. You're not the biggest fan of people as a whole. So, I mean, maybe if it was a surprise party for me, maybe, but like you're not.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a good question. But I'd be mad.
Okay.
All right. Next one. What would you if I randomly asked you to e-transfer me $1,000 with no explanation, just the message, don't ask, just trust me?
Do I have $1,000? That's the biggest. That's the
all right,
biggest. $20.
Yeah. All right, let's assume
do
you had the $1,000.
Assuming
so you
that
have
I
the
had
1,000.
disposable income.
Yes, that you had the $1,000.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I would absolutely give you $1,000.
Yeah, I would give it to you because I feel like two things are either happening. One, you need this money to bail out a something.
Yeah.
Or you're about to invest in something that's going to make us money. Like that's where I went. Like if you're like, yo, don't ask, just send me $1,000 because I know how you are with money.
Yeah.
Like you're not out here spending frivolously. So there's going to be either something like you're bailing something or someone or yourself out. Like you need it because it's a dire situation, or you've come along with like some kind of investment that like we need to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Assuming that we have the $1,000.
Assuming that we have the $1,000.
Yeah.
If I was asking you for $1,000, I don't even know what I would ask for.
But it might be for like there might be something like a reason.
Maybe so. Yeah, there would have to be a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you asked me for $1,000, I would absolutely.
I say don't ask, Jess.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even ask you anything. Okay. I would probably just send it to you and
then after be like, girl, this better be.
It better make me some money.
Yeah, better make me some money. Yeah.
Something good better come of that. But yeah, I think that I would give you $1,000.
I think so. I feel like you would.
Yeah.
But you would definitely ask me after, like
eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, I would say, hey, so about that
$1,000.
about that money that I lent.
What's happening? What are we doing?
Did it make us 10,000?
Right?
Or like,
yeah, girl, retire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Good. I would do the same.
Okay. I don't have any good ones.
You've had good ones.
No. Oh, what if I used your personal story that you never shared publicly on our podcast and just changed the name?
What would I do?
What if I like took your story and just called the person Susan and then shared a very
personal
story?
So while on the podcast, I'd ride with it. I would definitely ride with it. But for sure, when we're done, I'd be like, what just happened there?
Yeah.
But I'd let it ride. I would definitely wouldn't be like, that's my, I would not even, like, I'd give you a look that you would know you are out here doing the most.
That I'm calling somebody Susan?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But we would have a conversation about it after, like, why would you do that?
Okay.
I don't even think I'd be mad. I'd just be like, what was the reason for?
What was the reason?
Yeah, but I would, while on podcasting, even if we were out in public, I would ride with it. I would just go with the story and probably.
What if I did that like at a dinner and like took your life story and made it my own? Has that ever happened to you? That happened to me one time.
No.
Has that ever happened to you?
Not that I'm aware of. God. I've never, like someone literally was telling their story, your story.
So a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to put this out here.
This is
so
wild.
A friend of mine, many, many moons ago.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody and they were telling me about my friend.
Yeah.
And I was engaging. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to tell me my life experience.
But
about my friend. And I was
wild.
like, this is sounding very familiar. And they were going into detail.
Oh, like your
into detail
crazy.
about this story. And it was literally my story, like my experience, but they had it for my friend. And I had to get to the bottom of that. And they were like, oh, yeah, so-and-so told Susan told me that this happened to her and she was devastated and she's so upset and blah, 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 blah. Like all this kind of stuff. And it was literally
so what did
like
you do?
My
like
trauma.
What?
I mean, she wanted my trauma. But
like, did you confront her after or did you?
No, because it was like so weird.
Okay. That
I'm like, why are you doing this?
Like, you know that movie, Single White Female?
Well, it
that
was
kind of vibe.
Okay, so I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who I'm talking
about?
Yeah. You know who I'm talking
about?
Yeah.
Oh. Weird.
Weirdo.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That I've never.
I know so many people that are gonna know what I'm talking about.
That is, I've never had that happen to me. I've never had that happen to me, where someone has told my story to me because it was on someone else. Like, never.
Like told me my life story.
That's
like my
wild.
Experience. Weirdo.
Wow.
Anyways.
Okay.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie is right. All right. This is my last question.
Okay.
And this one.
Oh.
All right.
I'm ready.
What would you do if you had to choose between giving up the maintenance of your eyebrows or never being able to talk to me again?
Okay. I have some questions.
Go ahead.
Can I wear press-on eyebrows? Can I?
First of all, do they even have?
Yes, they have tattoo eyebrows. Because I would shave these bad boys off and then I would just tattoo them off. No maintenance. First of all, would you want me as your friend walking around with ridiculous looking eyebrows?
No, I wouldn't. But this is the test. What would you do? You can't. So you could do tattoo eyebrows. I'll let that happen.
Well, then I would tattoo my eyebrows. I would shave these off. I would tattoo my eyebrows and we would still be friends. That is like asking you to get rid of your lipstick.
I know.
Would you never wear a lipstick ever again? Just to be friends with me? Never?
Could I tattoo lipstick?
I mean, I would let you do a little lip blushing.
I would do a lip, and then. I know.
Have you seen lip blushing go bad, though? I've also seen, what if they turned out blue? I would be devastated. And then I'd be mad
devastated about not talking to me or devastated about your eyebrows?
I'd be mad at you the whole rest of our friendship because I would have blue eyebrows.
Yeah, but you'd have eyebrows.
Yeah, well, what if they messed up your lips and then your lips fell off?
I know.
Did you see that woman? Oh, this is so off topic. Did you see that woman, though, where her eyebrows fell off when she got them tattooed?
No.
Yeah. Eyebrows just flipping came off. Whole thing, skin, everything gone. Imagine.
Infection?
Imagine.
No, I don't want to
imagine.
imagine.
Would you want me to be your friend then? Just think about
I would love you regardless. I would
just
regardless.
Think about what you're asking.
I know, but I thought it was a good one because these are the two important things in your life. Your eyebrows.
Yes.
Your eyebrows, which we know
yes,
mean a lot to you, or talking to me.
I mean, I would choose you. Always.
But you'd be mad.
I would be mad at you forever.
As you look at me, stare at me with your bushy eyebrows.
I know. They wouldn't even grow back because I plucked them in the 90s.
I don't even know if I would know what to do if your eyebrows weren't.
Well, they are wild.
If
they're all over the place because I did the plucking in the 90s. I did
you did a thin
brow and it never grew back. And so now I'm just living this life of drawing on my brows.
You do a great job. Okay. Well, at least I know you love me. That's how I know you love me. That you are willing to allow your eyebrows to just
I'm so upset right now.
Live life.
Ask me that question.
It's not happening for real.
It's
just a good.
I'm gonna go home sad.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're not.
Well, I love
those
you,
are all of my. Those are all of my. What would you do?
Okay.
You're right or die.
Well, what would you do? What would you guys do?
Yeah.
Would you guys give up your best thing for your bestie?
Would you? That's a good question.
That's a good question. What would you give up for your
friendship?
What
would you give up?
What would you do?
I'm prepared. I'm just going to go on record saying that I would give up almost anything.
Except for her lipstick.
Except for my lipstick.
Yeah.
And maybe getting my locks done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not down with a messy lock.
No.
But otherwise, I'd do anything for you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you more.
Have a great day, guys.
See you on next
This
episode.
Was Bes-T.E.A.
Yeah.
Spilling tea from time.
That is so evil. Bye, everyone. Bye.